What is flying?
This is Wadi Adai, and normally this is dry. I've never seen this with so much water in it. This is usually dry, guys, and look at it now. It was probably worse than that a few days ago. Hey, welcome to another video. A few days back we had some really freak weather here in Muscat, Oman, but also in Dubai. I was in Dubai actually the week before that, so I was really lucky not to be there when these thunderstorms came, and you've probably seen it on the news, but they closed the airport in Dubai, and I think there was something like 1,200 flights cancelled. As of now, the airport is now reopened, but can you imagine the backlog? It's also very sad because here in Oman 20 people lost their lives, and I think there was one in UAE. So what happened was, I think people were out in their vehicles when they shouldn't have been. I know of one case in Al Baremi, I think it was, where there was a school bus with 8 children in it, and it got swept away. So very sad to hear that. So a wadi, if you're not sure what a wadi is the Arabic and Hebrew term for valley, and they're very common here in the Middle East, and what happens is they fill up with water basically. It's a form of storm drainage probably, but the problem is when there's thunderstorms and severe weather, they can overflow and the water has to go somewhere. So we actually had weather warnings, weather alerts that were pushed through onto your mobile phone. We had quite a few during the 48 hours where we had the thunderstorms, basically advising people to stay indoors, but you know, people ignore warnings like that, unfortunately. I had a friend in Dubai who travelled through from Dubai to Muscat. Normally that drive would take him 4.5 hours, roughly. It took him 12 hours. He said all the roads were closed, they were flooded, so they closed all the roads, but he couldn't move because basically it was gridlock. He said people were relieving themselves at the side of the roads because they couldn't go anywhere. They have to go to the toilet, they have to do their business. But what he said was he was a bit annoyed to see people just throwing rubbish at the side of the road. So they would have like empty water bottles and food packaging and stuff like that, and they were just basically tossing it out into the side of the road. So I would imagine there'll be some clean-up operation in Dubai. The area where I am in Muscat is called Kurum, and the last time we had weather like this, I think it was about 3 or 4 years ago. And what happened in Kurum is especially bad for flooding. All of the roads were flooded. McDonald's restaurant was underwater, and there was actually guys in my street in a kayak going up and down around because you couldn't go anywhere because the water was so deep. So this is the area that was all flooded. So all the way along here up to around these cars, and all the way down here was all flooded. And this is where the guys were going up and down in the kayak. So the problem here in Oman and Dubai is, you know, they don't normally get this type of weather. In fact, in Oman and Dubai, you're lucky if it rains once a year. You know, that you could go through a full 12 months without any rain. I think in the last few years it's rained at least once a year, but nothing like what we just witnessed a few days ago. You know, I was Captain Sensible. I didn't want to go anywhere when it was like that, and the company allowed us to work from home, so that was good. And this here is the McDonald's restaurant that was basically underwater, but you can see now it's not affected by the recent thunderstorms. Don't know why. Maybe they've improved the drainage. So another friend of mine, he was in England and he travelled back to Dubai. I think he arrived the day that I was leaving. So he sent me these photos and videos when he, you know, when he got back from England. There's a couple of friends here in Muscat that get excited when it rains. And I keep saying to them, why are you so excited about the rain? All it does is cause problems, you know. Everywhere gets dirty, the roads get all dirty, your shoes get dirty, your car, you know, it's bad enough when there's like a sandstorm, but the rain just makes everything worse. Just on the subject of cars, here in Oman, if your car is needing cleaned, you could get stopped by the police, the ROP, that's the Royal Oman Police. They could stop you and fine you for not having a clean car. So something else to think about. It's never happened to me because I clean my car once a week. I don't know if you saw the footage of Dubai Airport, and some of the planes were actually landing like it was like they were landing in a lake. It must have been a frightening experience, I would imagine. So anyway, the airport now in Dubai is 100% fully functioning. That's the latest news. But they will have, obviously, the backlog to clear. 1,244 flights, I think it was, that had been cancelled due to the weather. So yeah, it's going to take them more than a few days to clear all that. So everything is back to normal now. You can see, you know, the weather, clear blue skies. So it got back to normal pretty quick here in Muscat. But I think Dubai is going to be licking its wounds for some time. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.